It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts. Quickly, but it's incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins, and he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Eagles, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the move past the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Eagles! Here's Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good with the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rush, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Carr to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
Perry, the man in motion.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the error pass. Fourth down coming up. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Second down, here's Hurts. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup at 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Penny running right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On play action, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
93. Hey, 734.
Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
What's up?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. They
fake the handoff. Now Carr. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Carr going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He wound up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Kamara up the middle. A beautiful fake. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle. In old school NFL football, the right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Penny. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? Not play sheet for any one of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To throw, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Express. 637. 694. What's up?
Here's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw his Carr. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
White Monday down. Yes, sir.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Perry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 29, here's second down and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Carr on third down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Miller going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, now Carr. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Catch made, it's Moreau. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be
left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, field it, field it, field it.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they not?
There he goes, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. But first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, here's Penny.
46 yards rushing for him now, and just 6 carries to this point.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott got on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr will try it again on second down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early,
way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
You're mine.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down, New Orleans.
29. 29. 6:37.
Carr now on first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Express. 6-18.
Carr. On the right side, this is Miller. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
It's now 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
What now? 7:34.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hey, Raider 2. 1. Raider 1.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Raider 9.
Now Carr again. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Fights loose. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
93.
Now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, 7:34. Express.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. That's caught. And
one-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.